In the current circumstances, the Church of Nativity also closes early because of various considerations. Now, the city of Bethlehem is almost completely pilgrim and tourist driven for obvious reasons. I have with me here now Joe Sleeper. He's an Indian who has relocated to Israel. He lives part-time here in Bethlehem. Joe, you've spent many years bringing pilgrims to Bethlehem. It's completely empty today.
Because now tourists is not coming to Bethlehem because of the current issues, what's happening in Gaza. That's the reason. Before 2 days, some pilgrimages came. After that, it was open till evening 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
From today morning, they started closing the Nativity Church early by 10 o'clock after the morning prayers and masses.
But usually you're saying that this square, Jose, this square which I see around me, you're saying this is completely full of people.
Full of people, and it was even we don't get a parking space here because of the tourists coming to Bethlehem for the pilgrimage. So visit the Nativity Church, where is the birthplace of Jesus Christ.
How difficult is it to come here? Do all tourists who come to Israel, do they always visit Bethlehem? Because it's a very famous place. Everyone knows it as the...
all the tourists who come to Israel, they visit the Nativity Church in Bethlehem. And always it's full. Until 7, maybe we have to wait for 1 hour, 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours. Then only we'll be able to visit the grotto where Jesus was born.
How old is this church? I mean, this is obviously an ancient church.
Yeah, it's around...
and we just noticed that the entrance behind us over there, this tiny little entrance, why is it so small?
Before it was, the entrance was
much bigger.
And because, hoses, people were coming on hoses inside, donkeys inside, then they changed it smaller, and again they made it more smaller.
Are people here in Bethlehem, the holy city of Bethlehem, are they affected by what's happening in Gaza? Because here in the West Bank also, we were reporting from Jenin earlier today, there was an airstrike there. We do know there have been casualties in different parts of the West Bank. Are people here insulated from that, or are they also affected?
People in Bethlehem is also affected because there is no tourism. Bethlehem depends completely on tourism.
Yeah.
So most of the restaurants is closed in Bethlehem. People don't go for shopping much. And the prices of the vegetables and meat, everything has gone up. So people are not spending any money and they're sitting at home.
So when it comes to conflict, even religion and worship does not matter. People want to keep themselves safe.
Yeah, safe.
So how do you're a businessman, Jose. You also depend on tourists to come here. So how do you manage when something like this happens?
Yeah, from October, November, I was having around 6,000 passengers from all over the world. And all the groups got postponed. But the last group which came to Bethlehem on the wartime, they completed all the sightseeing places without any problem, and they have not seen any missiles or any war. Actually, if the tourists now come also, they can visit all the places without any problem, because usually before also all the wars I was here, and religious places is not affected, and there is no any missile attack on the religious places. So tourists are 100% safe when they come to visit the religious places in Israel.
And there's a message that also goes out, to tourists and pilgrims. Thank you, Jose, for speaking to us about places of worship. And I can tell you that I've been reporting through the West Bank today, and it is positively peppered with sites of religious importance to Christians, to Muslims. People come from all over the world. The Al-Aqsa Mosque that's there in Jerusalem, that has been the center of the Israel-Palestine conflict as well. But it is pretty saddening. And if you especially compare this particular courtyard in front of the Church of Nativity, the birthplace of Jesus Christ, with how it usually is, this is a very sad tale. But that's how it goes. That's what that is the impact of conflict. 2 months before Christmas, if the Church of Nativity has no lines, no sea of humanity waiting to get in there to see baby Jesus, then that tells you everything you really need to know about the nature of conflict and the nature of war. Shiv, Aroor, in Bethlehem, in the Palestinian territories, in the West Bank, for India Today.